Trump walks fine line on abortion, but allies and activists have big plans for a second term. Few issues epitomize the astonishing nature of Donald Trump's political success as much as abortion. Over the past 2 decades, his public statements on one of the most divisive American cultural issues have swung like a pendulum. Trump has compared his shift on abortion to that of Republican icon and former President Ronald Reagan. It was an evolution that by Election Day 2016 had driven Trump into making unprecedented promises to anti-abortion advocates and allies. And then he won, and he delivered. A New York businessman and reality television star who was once an unabashed supporter of abortion rights became, in Trump's own words, the most pro-life president in American history. It's the rare statement from the former president that draws vigorous agreement from supporters and vehement critics alike. Trump's 3 Supreme Court appointments are the reason Roe v. Wade is no longer in place. Since the High Court's 2022 Dobbs decision, hundreds of lower court Trump nominees are helping shape the legal landscape in an intensifying battle that has already had significant electoral effect. State-level ballot initiatives have almost uniformly resulted in positive outcomes for abortion rights supporters and, by extension, Democrats. For Trump, who has carefully tended to the anti-abortion Christian conservatives who form a cornerstone of his most dedicated supporters, the political realities have forced the appearance of a recalibration to mitigate any political risk. After months of public intrigue and internal campaign deliberations on whether to support a nationwide abortion ban, Trump settled on an official position that carried with it echoes of his vacillation in years prior. The states will determine by vote or legislation, or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, Trump said in an April recording posted to his Truth Social platform. The position, which Trump has reaffirmed relentlessly since, marked a departure from his past support for a nationwide prohibition at 20 weeks and a rejection of anti-abortion groups pushing for a more restrictive ban. It was in large part driven by a recognition of the electoral danger a hardline approach to abortion poses. 3 people who spoke to Trump about the issue told CNN. "This motivates Democrats like nothing else," one of them said. "He sees it and isn't going to fall into that trap." The delicate political balance Trump is trying to strike was on full display throughout this week. Speaking to a Christian group that has vowed to eradicate abortion, Trump expressed his support but delivered only brief, pre-taped remarks that did not include the word abortion. A few days later, he was explicit in his warnings about the political risks in closed-door remarks with Republicans on Capitol Hill, which came the same day the Supreme Court rejected an effort by anti-abortion groups to restrict access to the abortion drug mifepristone. Trump urged the GOP lawmakers not to run away from the abortion debate, a posture that he said cost Republicans as many as 40 seats in the midterm elections. One source in the room told CNN. "Republicans are so afraid of the issue," Trump said, according to the source. He emphasized the importance of supporting exceptions for rape, incest, and the health of the mother, a call to neutralize Democratic attacks that have framed his party as extreme on reproductive rights. Yet Trump's position is hardly as clear-cut as he's presented it. While championing the right of states to pass their own regulations, he has assailed blue states that have enacted abortion protections and criticized restrictions on the procedure in Republican-led states such as Florida and Arizona that he said went too far. It's just another example of a rhetorical strategy Trump deploys with